Throwing is Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Flushed out right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion left goes Allen. Williams to the air on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Moore. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Williams. Forced out to his left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. And we know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw, Williams. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. A little short pass. This is Everett. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Rolling to his right.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry. A few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Allen, the man in motion left.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Big strides. Look at him go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 53 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Williams.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Throwing on 2nd down is Williams.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Finds Komet on the quick slant.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
On first down, here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
To the air once more, Williams.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Cole Komet, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right.
Open man right side is Rice.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Santos' kick is up and through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Mahomes.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make...
Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio. He moody, yo. Type of brother that get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos, while I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like that. You wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
48 yards.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Purdy going to give this one to Mason.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he takes a hop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A give right side for Pacheco.
Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll roll him out right. They'll be caught by Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Purdy.
The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Second down and a yard.
seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Oh, there you go. Check it out, Reed.
They'll run with Hunt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Mahomes going to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Play action. Now Purdy.
His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, you'd have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead
and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Juwan Jennings.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers get a bit closer. Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
This one caught by Kittle. Oh, look at that. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy off the play fake.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And it's picked up, taking it right down Broadway. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy now to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay,
extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Second and a couple.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Mahomes going to throw it here. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
Escaping the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashee Rice.
42 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here, but here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody.
What up, Showtime? Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town, I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary. Open them wide. I just pull up with a few. We can't arrange that. Dropping out of the blue. You know what? All I wanna do is and just take your money.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
31 yards.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Hunt will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Butker now to kick this one away. let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the quarter, 14-7.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Burrow.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt.
Running free at the 45. Kareem.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Take the edge.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Running right, this is Gainwell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 24. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. And Hunt will find his way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
18 rattling. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 43 is the mark.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Trimmer. Kyle up, Yeti. Buffalo 18. 43's the mic.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field. 43's the mic. 60 Maverick. Mike's 43. Alpha. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 43 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
On first down, Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
19 tight. 19 tight. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the screen.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's
looks
still
that way.
time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got...
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd down and 4.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Hunt will try going up the middle.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Mahomes going to change things up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Down inside the 10.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Hey, Silver. Mustang 19. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Hey, I'm coming after you. Deuce. 25. Check. 73.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, easy. 63, back. 18, Pioneer. We own them. 43 is the mic. Watch the run.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So that... That's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Throw left side complete. That's Rice. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act right. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold fruit. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from me, oh me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's May.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
It's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right.
That one caught by Rice.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. On the move to his left.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
2nd and 9. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Hunt pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted, So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now May to throw on second down. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Douglas, the man in motion.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man, that's Henry.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. Got a man, Boutte.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air, May.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Kayshon Boutte
From 13 yards out.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
This is intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Douglas, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
48 month. Let's put him on the buses.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kareem Hunt
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll throw with May. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's May.
Complete. It's Henry.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The 1st-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. He sets to fire deep.